Pardons traditionally throughout the ages are used very sparingly and typically only at the end of a president's term. The fact that Trump is doing this in the first year, and specifically for Arpaio, who has not shown any remorse, who has not turned his life around, who has not become a better person and therefore worthy of something this strong as a pardon, really sets the tone. And there are many commentators who think that perhaps this is just a foreshadowing of future pardons that Trump may make from people that have been within his administration and perhaps his own children.
Mm-hmm. Kelly, anything to add?
No, I completely agree. I mean, let's look at what Arpaio did or what he was convicted of. He was convicted of violating the constitutional rights of mostly Hispanic suspects in his county, in which he and his police department would just pull over people. They would have them arrested and then turn them directly over to immigration officials without charge of anything else. A judge said, you can't do that. He blatantly disregarded every warning to do that. He was arrested. He was brought before a court. He disregarded. He went on Fox News and he bragged that that's what he was doing. And finally, this judge, without a jury, convicted him finally and used much of his testimony, testimony being his interviews, his public interviews, bragging about what he was doing, against him. So what President Trump has done is he has pardoned an elected official for violating the due process constitutional rights of these individuals. And so I think there's going to be some appeal here by civil liberties groups who say, but the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, affords us due process. You can't just pardon elected officials because they didn't do or for not doing their job. So I think that's going to be very problematic down the road. Politically, I think this was just another instance of Trump basically telling his critics to F off. I mean, without better language, I'm sorry, but he's not the president that reaches across the aisle and says, listen, I know things are real tense right now after Charlottesville. Here is an olive branch. He's the one that reaches over and whacks his critics with the olive branch. And perceivably because he wants to shore up whatever base he has he has left. And he believes most likely that this base really would warm to this, and they love Arpaio, so this was a gift to them and a slap in the face to his critics.